A former standout athlete at Perrysburg is recovering after she collapsed during the Glass City Marathon just a few weeks ago.
And sports director Jordan Strack joins us now and explains how COVID played a factor in this incident. Jordan?
Yeah, doctors and scientists continue to learn more and more about COVID-19 every day. The harsh reality of this virus is that we still just don't have all the answers. Allex Brown was seemingly in fantastic shape, but what she didn't realize is that this virus is unforgiving even months after she was diagnosed.
At Perrysburg, Allex Brown was a star athlete in multiple sports. She was an all-league standout in basketball and equally as talented on the soccer field. She went on to play Division I college basketball at IUPUI. Since her playing days ended, Brown has stayed in fantastic shape. She had run in 3 half marathons prior to trying to tackle the Glass City last month.
It was definitely nerve-wracking. There was a lot of emotions going through my head, but I was really excited.
The morning started bright and early, a 4:30 a.m. wake-up call, and it ended with a life-altering trip to the emergency room.
Mile 8, mile 9, mile 10 even, I wanted to start crying because my body was exhausted. My mind was mentally exhausted too. But there was one point where I just crossed the 12-mile marker, and I knew I am less than a mile away. I can be done with this.
Unfortunately, exhaustion kicked in, and Brown never finished the race.
I was climbing up that hill, I put it into second overdrive, and then all of a sudden I started seeing black. I put my hands to my knees, I started wobbling, and the last thing I remember was hitting my hands on the sidewalk.
Unknowingly, she fell into the arms of a stranger. Quickly, medical crews rushed to her side.
They ended up taking me into the ambulance, and that's when I really realized, okay, something's not right.
Her blood pressure was low. She pleaded to finish the race, but wasn't given the opportunity.
To be honest, the only moment that I truly was scared was when I was in the back of the ambulance. But that was when I realized I am not invincible and that anything could happen. And you could be the most healthiest person, the most cheerful person, the most active person, whatever that may look like, but you are not invincible is what really hit me.
Doctors worked quickly to figure out how a perfectly healthy former Division I athlete was laying on a hospital bed.
It's unusual, right? Because if somebody is that young and that healthy, they shouldn't be passing out. And, you know, given her history of being such a big-time athlete and training so hard, it's always very concerning that that kind of thing happened.
What they concluded was that Brown had myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart, something they believe stems from having COVID-19 back in November.
It really just put into perspective how short life is, and it can quickly change in an absolute instant when you think that you are running and about to finish a race, and that is ripped away from you. It is completely changed from that.
We don't know for sure whether it was or was not COVID, but there was a temporal relationship between what had happened with her and her previous infection.
Dr. Jack Lee is a cardiologist with ProMedica, and he has seen an increase in patients who have developed heart issues months after being diagnosed with COVID-19.
We have seen a number of patients who've had COVID infections who have new heart rhythm issues that were never identified before. So certainly there's a lot of unknowns that we are figuring out, but there is definitely an association.
It's still too early to tell when or if Brown will get back to running marathons. Right now, she is under strict orders to slow down her daily activities and has worn a heart monitor for the last month. She's also gained a newfound perspective on life.
Life is more of a journey rather than actually the race and the finish line. So for me, in all honesty, I think it's really just enjoying the journey and finding things that I'm passionate about. Life is really short. Enjoy the journey because it's really important, even though there's going to be really high highs and really low lows. You know, it's all the more important that you take advantage of the day that you have today, and that's something that I'm really working on.
Myocarditis was such a major topic when sports were being discussed last summer. Like so many things with this virus, we just don't know what the long-term effects will be. But this case with Allex Brown is something that doctors are certainly keeping a close eye on, and they will be studying for a long time.
I know that she's kind of on hold right now in terms of training for another marathon, but how does she feel emotionally about it? I could see why maybe that would be a scary thing for her to do.
Sure, and she had told me off camera, it is very hard right now for her to slow down because she has always wanted to go, go, go. So that's a very difficult thing for her right now. She's trying to find different ways to stay active. Not being able to go train for a marathon right now when you've played soccer and basketball your whole life, you were a Division I college athlete. It's
just in her DNA, right?
And the tough thing, I'm sure as well, the doctors, they can't tell her this is black, this is white, this is what happened. Yeah, they don't know.
There are so many things that doctors just don't know right now. We don't know what the long-term effects of having COVID-19 are going to be. That's the scariest part when you think about Division I athletes that are that good, that strong, and to have this happen, yeah, that's certainly scary.
Amazing story. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, I hope she gets back after it.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jordan.